4 years ago today, I started this YouTube channel. And while it was not my first, it was my most successful, so thanks for the views! In general, I'm just really thankful for all of the experiences and the great memories that this channel has given me so far, and I really wanted to thank you guys for that. So to celebrate such a momentous occasion, I asked my Discord to send in their hottest and freshest questions to ask me. Things that have really been burning in the back of their brains, and I really wanted to get some new and fresh content out there with these questions. So with that being said, let's start off with the question I got before the channel existed. Oopsies! Why was college so stinking expensive? The government doesn't care about you. Dude, find a place to sit, okay? Sir Durple asks, why are you like this? So in the UK and Europe, yellow 5 is banned in food and drink products, and in the United States it's not. And it's pretty prominent in Mountain Dew. I'm not saying those two things are linked, I just think it's interesting, you know? When is the stream today? So you actually have a 50-50 shot at this one. Either I am live right now, or I'm not. So, how do you handle such fame? People must stop you on the street daily. Yeah, it used to be a lot more of a problem than it is now. Especially being back in Wyoming, a lot of people will stop me on the street and be like, oh my god, are you the Wyoming guy? And it's like, nah, I am the Wyoming guy, actually. But over time, it's kind of died down a bit. And don't get me wrong, I'm still like high celebrity status here, but you don't really find it as much of an issue as you do when it first kind of takes off. And believe me, my career has taken off. And then Phoenix followed that up with, bold of you to assume he leaves his apartment. Okay, you know what? I want to change my answer. I simply don't leave my house. That usually tends to work. So thanks for that, Phoenix. How does it feel to have a 2-year-old on your Minecraft server? This was posted 2 years ago, and I have absolutely no idea what it means. The age-old, if you two were to fuse together, how many 5-year-olds could you beat in a fist fight? This is a reference to this lovely poster here. Just so glorious. If you want to buy one for yourself, go to teespring.com/projectextinction. Nothing really lights up a room like a poster of a stranger beating up toddlers. Give me money! When is the Q&A releasing? 2 years after your question. Oopsies! Do you remember me? Dad? Have you always been this crazy, or did you have to practice a lot first? It actually takes a lot of practice. So growing up, I was the only kid in my apartment complex, so I got really comfortable talking to myself. And then in high school, I did speech and debate, where they do this fun thing. In order to practice, you have to stare at a wall and just kind of talk to yourself. And shocker, I got really good at that. So this kind of just seemed like the next logical step. Instead of a wall, it's a computer, but it's still just talking to myself. None of you are real. Dear Dewlan, how's the hairline doing? I'm not bald! Does Pumpkin ever try to drink Mountain Dew, and if he has, does he like it? No, he's too busy trying to eat plastic. What are you eating? That's plastic. Do you enjoy Star Wars? No, but my brother's name is Anakin, so that's fun. Ooh, here's a good one. What would be your overall plan to survive the zombie apocalypse? I feel like a lot of people really feel like they would have this really cool story about the zombie apocalypse, and I'm more realistic, you know? I'm not making it, but I'm not even going out in a cool way. Somebody who is going to be the main character of their own story is gonna break into my house for resources, and then I'll already be dead. Not leaving your apartment? Strikes again! What was it like to have Mountain Dew for the first time? So I want you to imagine that you're back in school, and the bell just rung, and you look over to your side, and someone looks at you just briefly enough for you to notice, but then looks away. And a little flutter in your stomach appears, and you think, wow, this still isn't as good as that time I had a Mountain Dew, baby! I got a tattoo of this thing, are you kidding me? How was it the first time I had it? I mean, it was okay, I guess. How often do you get a haircut? Sometimes it's 2 to 3 months, and sometimes it's not. What pet costume size is Pumpkin? Come here, son. Daddy needs you for content. He is size small dog. Oh, would you look at that? Kazbek also provided a chart, and it's making me realize I need to put him on a diet. And that is all the questions from my Jesus Christ. And that is all the questions from my Discord. So now on to a rapid fire question that I get asked a lot. Where did you come up with the name Dewlan? My name is Dewlan and I like Mountain Dew. Figure it out. Why Minecraft? It's nice to feel like I'm good at playing a video game for once. Do you just use Pumpkin for content? Absolutely. When I'm not using him in videos and streams, he goes into the Beyond tote. Why the fascination with eggplants? I really like the color scheme green and purple, and my Twitch chat decided that that was far too normal of a thing for me to enjoy. So they started to spam eggplant emotes in my Discord and in my Twitch. You know how when you get bullied in school, because let's face it, we were all bullied in school, right? Well, you know how when you get bullied, your teacher just tells you to ignore the bully and eventually it will stop? That apparently does not translate to Twitch chat. They kept doing it until eventually I was sent a link to an eggplant costume, and they banded together and bought it for me. It now lives in perpetuity on the channel until the meme dies. And finally, the biggest question I get, what's next? We'll have to figure that one out together. Thanks for watching. Here's to the next year. Bye. I'm not bald!